Dustborn developer Red Thread Games claims response to game has been drowned out by a tidal wave of hate and abuse.
You serious?
Yeah, it's the same old story every single time when they do one of these overly woke politicized projects, is that it fails, doesn't do well, and then they play the victim. It only failed because of these alt-right crazies that are saying the N-word every 5 seconds and voting for Trump.
Nazi fags.
It just gets. It's like sometimes you just don't even have any words. You run out of energy constantly, like discussing it. It's again, like I said, it's the same old story every single time. Look, people want their escapism. They want that escapism, which is a very good thing. Escapism is a very healthy thing. But we just can't get it nowadays. I mean, movies, TV shows, video games, everything is politicized. Sports, you can't get away from it every 5 seconds about, gender and race, and, anybody who disagrees with you is a Nazi, and it just gets so tiresome. It really, really, really does.
Gender, race, gender, race.
Everything is gay. Everything is spoopy poo.
In a post to the company's official X, it wrote, "Since we first announced Dustborn, we've read your comments and listened to your feedback, hopes, and wishes for the game. Over the past 4 years, our team has poured their hearts into telling a story that's deeply meaningful to us. A story about the power of words, about building a world where everyone can feel safe, about love, friendships, and robots, of course. Unless you disagree with us, then you can go to hell, of course."
If you're not with me, then you're my enemy.
They never mean it. The company look at just when they always talk about love and acceptance and all that. Look how they are with people like the Gina Carano situation. That was some of the most vile, nasty comments I've ever read in my life. It's like when they talk about racism and all that. Just go on Candace Owens' site or Hodge Twins. From the left, you'll see some of those racist, horrible comments you'll ever read in your life. It's like they only mean love and acceptance and all that if you agree with them. If you don't agree with them, you step out of line for a second, they will come after you. They will dox you. They will threaten you. Again, look what they did to Gina Carano. We got so much hate, a tidal wave of hate. But they don't really care when it's the other side. They'll do it. The company continued, "We expected Dustborn to spark conversation and debate and looked forward to engaging with our partners in a positive and constructive fashion. Unfortunately, that conversation has been drowned out by a tidal wave of hate and abuse." People don't want their crap politicized. As simple as that. It's very disappointing. The guy who was the head of Longest Journey and all did this, which he's a great story writer, and it's a shame that he had to get so political. The wokest game ever. Yeah, it might be true. And apparently Quantum Dream, David Cage's company, published it. I did not know that. That's a shame. We welcome thoughtful feedback and respectful criticism. We embrace discussion and debate, but we have zero tolerance for hate speech, harassment, and threats of any kind. Of course, you can never really know because they say anything that they disagree with is hate speech. To everyone else, thank you for coming on this journey with us. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Unfortunately, we're going to keep seeing a lot of this. A lot of games are being politicized nowadays, wokeified. You look at the Dead Rising remake, they're changing the characters that they find offensive and all that and taking certain language out. They're pretty much dismantling the game because they're so afraid of offending somebody and so afraid of hurting their feelings. It's amazing what we've done as a society just because we're so afraid of hurting somebody's feelings. Oh, we can't do that. It might be offensive. Oh, Hulu removed a bunch of episodes of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, like the blackface episode. It might offend somebody. It's like, who gives a shit?
I'm referring more to the blackface of it all.
What's wrong with the blackface?
Well, I seriously regret switching parts with you halfway through and letting you play Murtaugh in blackface. I feel like it was in very poor taste in retrospect.
I think it was in poor taste that you were doing Murtaugh in whiteface.
They could always just not watch it. Well, they might get upset. Who gives a shit? Why do we care so much? It's insane what a small, tiny minority, and it's insignificant amount of people that are complaining, and then the companies are changing. That we have politicians changing laws and stuff just for the sake of hoping not to offend anybody. They just had in the House and Senate, they said they don't want to use things like sir and madam because it might offend the transgenders. It's crazy. It's a wild world. And unfortunately, politics is affecting everything nowadays. You can't make a change, though. I always say boycott. You have Grum's a great account on X who's saying 2 years to stop the spread of wokeness. Look, You think, who knows what their kind of dark entities are funding them, but you got to assume that eventually they'll run out of money. This is a government-funded game, so who knows if they really hurt them at all. But all you can do is boycott, buy the games that are, good base companies like I think it's Soul Ash. The guy's a good dude. He was under attack a lot for having, opposing same-sex marriage. But yeah, support the good guys. Don't support the bad guys. Look, we don't want politics, whether right-leaning or left-leaning in our games. Just make games fun again. All right, make gaming great again. It's as simple as that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'd love to hear if you actually played Dustborn. Is it, if you ignore all the crap, woke politicized crap, and is it actually a decent game? I'm fine with giving products that I really don't, agree with time. I like Alan Wake 2. A lot of people, we're like, oh, it's woke, ban, and it is a little bit. They race swap some characters. They have a few lines in there about white this and white that, but it's still a decent game. It's a shame that they had to make some of those annoying changes, but it's worth checking out. But anyways, let me know what you guys think. Like, subscribe, support the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.